Hello there folks, this is RJB from RJB TV, and this is where Burgersasu is going to start his comeback. It is time for revenge. He's lost 2 games in a row, and as we both know, nobody dislikes losing 2 games in a row more than Burgersasu. He is the player who really lets himself get driven by losing games, by revenge, vengeance. He's on a warpath for Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is the target, and he's have to be taken down by our burgery bro. Let me just move my microphone a little bit. It's actually a little bit too... Alright, it's a little bit closer now. Burgersasu there, starting off with a mech build order. Supply depot and a gas at 810. There at the time you can see 810, now it's 910, but it was 810 when he started these 2 structures. So yeah, he's gonna go for what I assume is going to be mech 2 factories after he gets the barracks. But we can also see that Christmas Eve is gonna go for a rush build order, and this rush build order is either going to end Burgersasu's ambitions very quickly and swiftly, or it is going to cause Christmas Eve to immediately die to vultures. But historically speaking, triple gateway in the middle or on the choke is really strong against this from Christmas Eve. Now, the thing that he's trying to do here is trying to build a pylon right there, and he manages to do it. He manages to do it. This completely ruins Burgersasu's build order. He's also managing to dance with the rope on the SCVs. But, you know, the barrack isn't finished yet. He's going to build 1 factory. He's going to build barracks as well at the same time. He's switching his plan. Burgersasu is switching his plan in a panic. He's kind of hoping that Christmas Eve is not going to rush him, because if he gets rushed, then he is done for. He's going to go for a barracks and I think a factory or a bunker. Yeah, Burgersasu has completely been forced to change his build order, and it is not looking pretty. His barracks is late. His second barracks is even later. He has a factory not on the way. He's going to go for an academy instead. This is looking very, very bad. This is looking as bad as it can be. So yeah, if he had managed to keep this pylon from finishing, this game would be looking very, very different. But being forced to change from a factory build order, where your barracks is super late and super slow, into a bio build order is just the worst thing that can happen to you. This is just pure bad luck for Burgersasu, but a very well played game from Christmas Eve. He managed to delay the construction of both additional barracks for a very long time. I think Burgersasu should have just gone for 1 factory and built some vultures. He's losing SCVs all over the place. He's trying to unstack and make the SCVs attack and help in the micro, which is kind of happening here, but the cannons are almost finished. They're already halfway done. Marines are marching forward. Zealot in the back is attacking. Zealot in the back is flanking. SCVs are blocking, but this is... yeah, Burgersasu is just done for. The Marines are surrounded, are dying. There's 4 SCV. Burgersasu just got demolished. This is just like one of the most unfortunate chain of events that could have happened. Everything for Burgersasu went wrong. The pylon got placed, didn't have enough gas for a double factory, tried to adjust his plan into a barracks build order, but the first barrack was so late and the gateways from Christmas Eve were so fast, so early, that yeah, you're not going to adapt, you're not going to adjust, you're not going to make it work, you're not going to make it happen. It just wasn't meant to be. Christmas Eve now has 3 wins on the board. We're going into game number 5 between Christmas Eve and Burgersasu. Christmas Eve and Burgersasu. Game number 5. Yeah, I was talking about Burgersasu wanting revenge, but he got his ass whooped pretty badly, and is he going to recover from this mentally? His mental state might be absolutely ruined, in shambles, broken, mind broken. Can he make this work? I'm not too sure. I'm honestly not too sure. But we're gonna watch him try. Christmas Eve so far has managed to outsmart Burgersasu in most games. Christmas Eve there on the brown Protoss, Burgersasu there on the olive green Terran. And this time around, Burgersasu forgoes any ambitions of going for a fast double factory and just goes straight into a very defensive build order, which is barracks before supply depot. The fastest possible barracks, the fastest possible marines. Is he going to go for a triple barracks or a double barracks? Double barracks has more options in terms of diversity, because you can go for a fast refinery, a fast academy, and go for double barracks, either marine medic stim or marine range medic or marine medic firebat stim, like all those combinations. But if he goes for a triple barracks, then it will likely be a very slow refinery, slow academy. Okay, it's double barracks. This is definitely double barracks. Gonna start building a wall there in the front. Oh, that's a supply depot. So yeah, double barracks, which might actually be a very good thing against this build order from Christmas Eve, because Christmas Eve went for pylon and gas at 8-9, then a gateway once the pylon finishes up, and then 2 more gateways after he has 300 minerals, and then a cybercore when this gateway here finishes up. He's gonna go for very fast dragoons, and oh, please get the gas. He has to get the gas. Oh, he's gonna get a command center. Well, it's not over yet, but the chances are very good for Christmas Eve at the moment, because Burgersasu has not found Christmas Eve's base yet. This marine will find the base, and the goons are now on the way, which still takes some time to build. So the marine will get in, see all of the structures in the back, and be able to, you know, formulate a response defensively to what Christmas Eve is cooking up. There's going to be Dragoon range and triple Dragoons come across the map ready to snack on Burger's beef. So the Burg there are going to try to kill the Marines on the chase. Burg's running away, trying to stay alive. Marines have to run away as well. Yeah, he's going to return back home, because with a double barracks opening, you cannot really afford to lose a lot of units. So you're now building bunkers in the front, because you need bunkers with marine range to have the exact same range as a Dragoon with Dragoon range. And you have to get that range upgrade, because otherwise the Dragoons will be able to hit the bunkers from a large distance without taking any damage from the Marines inside the bunker. So he has to get marine range, and luckily he did get that refinery immediately after the command center. Would have liked to see it a little bit faster, but this should work out with a slight delay. Like, the marine range is on the way, but Dragoon range is almost done, so he will have a couple of seconds, like I say 10 to 15 seconds, of being able to freely hit the bunker from a distance, which means there is a very small window of opportunity for Christmas Eve to make some stuff happen and maybe try to break through that choke point, and maybe even try to end the game a little bit fast. Not as fast as previously. The previous game was very fast. The previous game was a freak accident of a lot of things going absolutely terribly wrong for Burgersasu. Every single player would have lost in a situation. So yeah, as you can see, marine range is still on the way. It will soon finish in about, I'd say, 7 seconds. And then the Dragoons will have to step backwards, because they will take a lot of damage from the bunkers with 4 Marines in each with range ready to strike and try to kill them. And I think the one Dragoon with the red HP will almost die. Ooh, that one's hit alive. Very close call. Very close call. Look at this one. Look at him. Look at him. Almost no HP remaining. So he's getting a very early factory, because with a very early gas, you can get an early factory. He got his factory before he got Stim. Stim is now on the way, getting an engineering bay as well. He is progressing just nicely. Going to get a very fast siege mode, and with the siege mode, he can ensure that these Dragoons will have to stay away from this choke point. Up until he has siege mode, this choke point is always and still in danger. In danger of getting taken out by the Dragoons, because if he gets caught unaware just for a moment, and these Dragoons with maybe a Reaver in the back go in on the bunkers will die very quickly, and Christmas Eve can break through. So a lot of things that Burgersasu has to do at the moment. Luckily, he's got a scan, so you can scan Christmas Eve's base and see exactly what this is what I mean. This is what I'm talking about. He jumps in, but Burgersasu responds just on time, kills the bunker, but loses 3 Dragoons. I do not think that was worth it. 3 Dragoons for a bunker. The Marines all survived. That was not worth it. He tried, but if Burgersasu didn't respond on time and didn't respond correctly, that could have been 2 bunkers and a couple Marines. That just goes to show that Burgersasu really cannot afford to give Christmas Eve any time to strike and peel away these defensive structures that Burgersasu has. But we got siege mode. On the way there, it's almost finished up. So let me show you. Almost finished with that siege mode. He can keep the Dragoons away, but we have Zealots in the mix as well. Quite a large army. We have 8 Zealots and 6 Dragoons ready to strike. More units on the way. We have speed for Zealots being researched. No speed for shuttle, but we do have a Reaver in the shuttle ready to strike. Another Reaver on the way for a drop right after this frontal attack. Although he also has to build a shuttle if he loses this shuttle he has at the moment. Now, Burgersasu knows this is happening because he has used his scan once or twice. He's got 86 energy, so I think he used it twice so far. He knows what was happening, got a lot more bunkers, built a wall there in the front. Zealots can walk in there, but oh, the Reaver's gonna try to shoot. Takes a lot of damage there on the shuttle. Reaver's still alive. Reaver gets killed just on time because he target fired with the tanks on the Reaver. If he didn't lose the Reaver and got a shot off on maybe this tank in the back, maybe this would have turned out different, but Burgersasu just prepared himself really well and controlled his tanks by target firing, clicking on the Reaver, and doing damage to it. Now, something funny that Christmas Eve is going to try here is he's going to try to take down these turrets on the side with the Dragoons using Dragoon range, but Burgersasu actually built his turrets a little bit further away, and I think they might be just out of range, just within range. But not... Oh yeah, both of these can attack. Okay. He's going to try to take down his turrets. One gets cancelled, going to build one further away. He's going to maybe send one of his shuttles in for a drop. This is the same shuttle from before. Going to put a couple more Dragoons in the other high ground. So he's going to try to take this out, and then take this out as well. This is a very methodical and technical game from Christmas Eve, following the plan that he had in mind, down to the dots on the I, and crossing his T's. He's going through all the motions that he has to do. So frontal attack, they're ready to go, but it's still waiting. And I don't think this frontal attack can really break through because the double tanker in the back is really doing a lot for him. Also, tanks on the side to take down those Dragoons on the high ground, and more turrets being built. So when these Dragoons start shooting, they become visible, and the tanks will kill them, just like that, no mercy. Same story here, but this is Maurice firing onto the high ground. A lot of shots are being missed, attack in the front happening. If these tanks were in the front, this defense in the front would be a little bit easier. Reaver alone is going to try to shoot, but cannot quite get in range. This is a very inefficient attack because this defensive setup from Burgersasu is super effective. But the supply depots in the front do die. He breaks through, but did he do enough damage here? I honestly don't think so. Most of the choke point is still alive, most of the units at least. He kills supply depot, bunker, and some units. But the tanks in the back were untouched. And he can now maybe move one of these 2 tanks to the front as well. Maybe keep him in the back, I'm not too sure what he wants to do. But so far, there's been no indication of a very strong shuttle draw play. It's largely been shuttles trying to attack the front with the Reavers. But he might actually send this one shuttle with 2 Reavers. Nope, not going to drop. Going to once again go for the attack. Unloads one Reaver. Unloads Reaver number 2. Reaver number 2 is going to die before he can shoot. Reaver number 1 tries to shoot with his Scarab, but the Scarab does not quite explode on what he wants to. Tries to kill. Oh no, loses the shuttle with a turret. With the Reaver. So once again, a very inefficient attack. Burgersasu is repelling these attacks quite well. He's doing a really good job this time around, taking the least amount of damage possible. Christmas Eve has fallen behind on Burgersasu because Christmas Eve did not have a second Nexus. He was going for pretty much an all-in early game build order where he was trying to end the game on a single Nexus and only double gas and produce as many units as he can, as fast as he can, and just try to slow Burgersasu down. Like, if he does damage that is significant to Burgersasu with this build order, he will always stay ahead of Burgersasu. But if Burgersasu takes no significant damage whatsoever and smooth sails to the 10-minute mark like he has at the moment, you will have more SCVs, a bigger economy, or more supply, and a bigger base. Although their production is about the same at the moment, Burgersasu is feeling comfortable, he's feeling strong. He's got almost everything he needs. All he's got to do is build a couple more factories, and he will be ready to go for an attack on Christmas Eve. You see, once again, there's a big army on the middle. Shuttle and rebuild as well. It's going to maybe try to once again break the front, but really not sure if that is what he should be doing at the moment. He's getting upgrade level 1 for attacks. Those upgrades are slow as well, only 1 forge. They're getting armor for air, splitting up his units on the middle. Tank drop coming into Christmas Eve's base, and he actually has a lot of options to tank drop from. Both tanks are loading, one shoots, that one got a couple kills, the other one gets no kills. So he went from about 65 to 49, maybe at 58. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say it was 8 to 9 kills. So that is something. That's pretty good. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. Considering Burgersasu was already in the lead with his worker count, now his lead is even a little bit bigger than before. But triple Nexus on the scene for Christmas Eve. He's waiting on the middle. He's not attacking. And he's not attacking because he knows that if he attacks, he can get counter-attacked. What he's now trying to do is keep these units on the middle, so that when Burgersasu moves to attack, he can kill that army and buy himself some time to maybe transition into a carrier army. But without the upgrades, that might not be the best plan here. He needs Tempest Archive for Arbiter Tribunal. He's got Fleet Beacon for carrier capacity. He's got a second Cyber Core for level 1 attack. But at the moment, we do not have upgrades on the Sky units. And Burgersasu is already killing his own choke. He's already showing signs of feeling hungry to attack, which is perfect for Christmas Eve because his army is waiting on the middle. It's lying in wait. He's at the moment building back at home, producing, getting upgrades, everything that he needs for carriers. Already started 4 of them, just needs a little bit more supply space for another 4 of them. But at the moment, Burgersasu, while he shows signs of wanting to break free, he has not yet moved. But this game is looking very good for Burgersasu because if he starts moving and does not lose too many units on the middle, because he does have level 2 attack there on the Marines, level 0 attack on the tanks, it's almost there, Moves into the middle, starts placing some mines. He scanned the middle, he knows these zealots are there, tries to just, he's trying to pull that army apart by dragging units into the mines, or maybe dragging some units into Marines, and have this army be a little bit smaller. Like every single unit he kills in the middle will help him out a little bit more. Also, carrier capacity upgrade just started very, very late. Not sure if Christmas Eve can get enough carriers out onto the map, but big attack from Burgersasu. Now the zealots are very clumped up. Reaver's unloading. Reaver's going to really change this fight very drastically. But in the end, I don't think it was enough because his entire army does fall. His entire army does go down. And he only has 57 probes. He does not have a lot of probes. It's difficult for him to build another army with only 57 probes on 7 gas. That's 21 probes out of 57 on the gas, which does not leave a lot of probes for the mineral. So he's very slowly getting more units. He really needs another 10 probes to be capable of keeping up with Burgersasu's production. Because Burgersasu is having more minerals and more SCVs on the minerals. I think he only has 6 gas at the moment. He's gonna be perfectly fine with what he has at the moment. Perfectly fine. Tanks moving into position to start taking down the choke point. Reavers on the middle have died. Burgersasu is taking control, and he has a lot more factories than before. I'm not gonna count them, but it's a lot more. Also structures on the side there. Barracks is floating for extra vision against the shuttle drops. We have not seen shuttle drops from Christmas Eve this time around. And as we've seen in the previous games, his shuttle drops are actually really good. But he decided not to use them this time around. He decided to play a different strategy, and it looks like his different strategy of trying to brute force his way through, honestly, is not working. And it's something we haven't seen work from him against Burgersasu a single time before. we've seen him try to brute force his way through with army and not succeed. It's always been the drops that have carried Christmas Eve to victory. The carriers have arrived and there's no anti-air. Carriers have arrived, no anti-air. Got Marines though. Marines with Stim are strong against Interceptors, but it needs a lot of Marines, and we have Reavers and Templars ready to take down the Marines. This is going to be a close call. But can Christmas Eve kill enough of these tanks, or will he fail? Marines have arrived on location. Templars in the back. Templars ready to storm. Is this going to turn the game around? We got a lot of Goliaths in production there in Burgersasu's base back at home. He's really strong. Looking very strong with his mass Marine production. Mass Goliath on the way. Vessel in the sky on the way in production. Turrets being built there inside of Christmas Eve's base. The carriers are just too late, too slow. There's not enough probes to produce anything, really. His supply is too low. He really had to make more probes. He thought he had more, but now he's realizing that, damn, my money is very low. I need more probes, and I'm not going to get him anytime soon. I think Burgersasu gets his revenge, which is a dish served not cold, but very, very hot, because he played this game very, very well. He played this game very, very well. I've seen a lot of players of very good high levels lose to these all-in kinds of build orders that Christmas Eve was trying on Burgersasu. But the carriers finally have their interceptors, but look at all the anti-air. We got Marines with level 3 or 2 attack. Let me see the upgrade on the Marines. Level 3 attack. Interceptors have like level 1 armor? 1 armor? Interceptors cannot do a single thing here with 1 armor. There's level 3 attack on the Marines. The Marines are just way stronger. The Goliaths are level 1 or 2 attack. Let me see. 1, 1, 1. Level 2 attack and armor are finishing right now. Look at that. Level 2, 2 on the Goliaths. This is a stomp. This is a crush. Christmas Eve has been destroyed. Burgersasu makes somewhat of a, I wouldn't say a miraculous comeback, but he has started the comeback. This is the start of his revenge. The score is now 3 wins for Christmas Eve, 1 win for Burgersasu. Burgersasu displayed a very strong game, much stronger than the previous 3 games where he fell apart completely. In game 1 he looked strong, but this, so far, is the strongest Burgersasu has looked in this series specifically. Took down Christmas Eve convincingly. We'll continue on with game number 6 in the next video, because I don't have a lot of time at the moment, and I gotta be running. So have a good night, have a good day, have a good morning, have a good week, and we'll see you next time. RGB TV is signing out.